aggro versus Tempest pink white.
Yes. Yes. And as you said, Tempest Pink White got the opening game. This is our only Fluttershy aggro to come out of Swiss, I think.
I wonder how many there were throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah, I don't know. I certainly expect there to be some number of them. I mean, Mono Yellow was a popular deck over the year.
Okay, it looks like we got some action on the left. Looks like I want to say that's a Brian, not entirely sure. Got Dilemma.
I definitely saw a Meadowbrook in his hand as well.
Oh, that's pretty good. And George has to mull here, which is even better.
Let's have a look at this Mono Yellow.
So this is Mono Yellow Fluttershy. So it's gonna be go fast all day.
Ooh, Novo. That's interesting.
Yeah, because like especially against farm, right? Your flips are just absolute blood. So it will at least get you to win face-offs you're not supposed to.
Mm-hmm. The Raptor Razor is also a good shot against farm. Or at least good in a meta. You expect there to be lots of troublemakers around.
It's good against control too, because Mimics is like 6.
That's why I had to move.
Although one problem is here, Grubber. There is no protection against Grubber, so your opening hand needs to be resilient enough.
Good point. Kind of. Let me see. I see Angel, Fluttershy, and Staff. Oh, 9 cards. That'll flip his main over. Oh, Gummy as well. My apologies.
Yeah. Which is what is right there.
And Tempest just pulled a Mimics? I guess given that the main's already flipped, he decided Mimics is a better call? Or perhaps that's just past experience, where last game the resources were a big issue for him.
Well, what do you got? You got Staff, you got a few Dilemmas.
Unfortunately, it doesn't want to go up against
Yep.
Move to score phase. Skip this one. And we're at 318.
So if you want to name events, you're going to hit Friends Are Always There and Unsatisfactory Work. If you go for resources, you're going to hit Industrial Revolution, Corralling Critters, and the Staffs. So on a pure number standpoint, naming resources is going to be more effective.
Match results from the other side of the bracket. Our number 8 seed Taft comes in over our number 9 seed Jaffus. Moves on to the top 8.
So I think that's that'd been Chrysalis blue white Frighten, right?
Yep.
I think that was the one.
Yep. That is now a second farming deck into the top 8 as well.
Which one's the second one?
Bugle. Sorry.
Which was the first one?
So Taft won that match. He's playing the like sort of more conservative farming deck.
Is that what he's got?
Yes. The Chrysalis blue player is out.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. I got you.
Alright, that is a belly flop, I believe.
Yeah.
Tagged. Oof. 2 for 2. Nice setup.
Okay.
Kind of no longer existing. A little bit of a reset.
I guess more updates. Ivory is 1 game up against Aura on the other side of Bugle's bracket. So farm doing well over there as well. Alrighty, so losing Novo there is obviously a problem. He was getting ready to beat this Mimics.
Guy that has
That lets loose his staffs and stuff too.
I should invest in that. Yes.
Just grab the blank button, moved on a marker.
I think it's the first time we've seen a non-pony related playmat.
Today, I believe so.
Where Frog Herb Farm was dead, apparently not. Definitely not.
Anytime you hear that farm is dead, it is not. Rule of
Farm
thumb.
isn't ever dead, it's just really sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Waiting until no one expects it anymore. And then it shows up again.
That's who's going to bank it. Move sport raise in front there.
Alright, confront. It's into 3, I believe.
Yep. Is it a tie only if the same score is at hard time or end of second player's turn? Basically, whenever the game is supposed to end, if there's a tie, then it's a tie. Exception is when you have to have a winner. And then you basically each play a turn until there is a difference in the score. Kind of like, almost like sudden death in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the bunyip
Ooh, that's
flip.
a bunyip flip.
That's the 11th time now.
11th time I flipped it today. All games but 2.
Well, how many bunyips has he got? He got 3, 3 and 45. A little less than that, 1 and 15. Hitting 11.
It's
That is, yeah.
once or twice, yeah.
I mean, you're the guy here who understands probability. You tell me.
Boy, I think there's a different deck he should try playing.
Still,
But yes, feels bad every time. Yeah. So in the possibility that there is a tie, when ties would normally just end the game, each player, from the last I remember, each player plays a turn, and then if whoever has the higher score after that turn wins. If not, then you just kind of keep going. This has happened to me once. When we had a tie during a knockout round.
Mhm. I don't believe there's been any changes to those rules, so yeah.
That went to basically like double overtime.
Alrighty, so it is, sorry, Tim's turn again? I believe?
Yep, should be it.
I mean, he's not in the worst position. He's got a problem to
He has
confront.
stuff out.
Yeah. His main's flipped.
And the other key is his opponent, who very much would like to have a setup. It's been like a few turns in, and there hasn't been much of one. Right? You can see he's got 6 AT, while his opponent has like what, 1 Starlight. Doesn't seem to have anything else at the moment. So he's not in the worst position.
Absolutely.
You could consider just dropping Meadowbrook. If only just to get rid of mimics, right? It is potentially annoying enough that you can consider just doing that. And then you can score some points along the way too.
Yep. So that problem is called a personality, right?
Yep.
Or
I'm pretty sure that is called the personality.
And
Looks like it.
It's the one that's like, I have no idea what the text of that problem is.
Cult of personality is one of the most confusing problems in the game.
Alright.
Basically, you need +1 power to confront the problem for each color among the characters at that problem. All right. So, Twilight, sorry, not Twilight. Fluttershy, Bunyip, get in there.
Yeah.
Right. So if you only have yellow friends or characters, you still need the +1 because it counts the yellow.
Anyway, confronts for 2, taking him to 5. More updates. Our number 6 seed Josh Stueck takes out Hithrock. My heart goes with you, Hithrock, but unfortunately you ran into a wall today.
What deck was Joshua playing again?
Josh is playing the Lyra Orange.
Okay. I mean, that deck is pretty sweet.
Absolutely. He will, of course, play the winner of... well, he will play the winner of this match, actually, in the top 8.
Excellent.
And our number 16 seed took his first game against Max as well. So George is taking his time with this game, which is fair. It being knockout rounds 2-3, he's got a lot of time to work with. That is the reason why these rules exist. Fire Friendship to white will be a Twilight and Rarity, or actually no, Bodyguard. Fair enough, that also works.
Ooh, bodyguards.
Runs to 2.
It is ideal that you manage to do something about that bodyguards as soon as possible, or else you're just gonna have a wall of AT generators that you really don't want to have to, get through.
Yep. Fluttershy does have the benefit that she doesn't necessarily need to start face-offs to get all of her points, but even so, you do want to start face-offs every so often. Wow. Our number 6...
Okay, that seems good.
Mm-hmm.
So the 1 seed versus 16 seed match appears to be Orange White Reanimator versus Ambassador Fluttershy Bedtime Control, which is a interesting matchup.
Yeah.
Because Bedtime makes your bounced friends gone forever or banished, which can be something that Reanimator has a hard time dealing with because because bounce spells are cheap.
Makes sense. We'll obviously keep on updating on that, see if Max gets it together and pulls through. Meanwhile, over
Because
here...
you can always, even if Twilight is around and has 2 AT up, you can always just do the double bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this man gets back. Yep.
Sonata?
Is he reconsidering?
Not sure.
I mean, I think it's fine if you get Belly Flop and use it on Mistman.
Belly Flop instead? Okay.
Okay.
No.
Because you're just gonna tag the Bunyip, which will could cost a lot. There we go. Makes 2 unicorns with prepared.
That's true. The Unicorn Army is coming. Fronts to 4. So yeah, if I'm Tim, the goal here is essentially just to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, he's got a lot of cards in his hand.
Mm-hmm. Find some way to confront. Ideally, find some way to score more points. Find a dilemma and try to double.
And the thing is, because of the rules of the best of threes, he has to actually get to 15.
Yeah, this is true.
So he really needs to just keep it on. He can't play for time. That's not going to work.
Might be time to throw down that Meadowbrook if it means a DFO.
If it means he can play his dilemmas.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. If the dilemma in his hand is a sanctuary, then he might want to save it for when the mimics comes back. Oh. Wonder what if Changeling Mimics named something else this time.
Oh, playing Meadowbrook anyway. Gets both the Mimics and the Fire Friendship.
Okay. Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
Shift. Yep, this is a play for
Alright.
DFO.
The only problem here is he'll get 2 AT off of the face-off, and if he's got nab cakes, then that's just like pretty painful. That looks like a nab cakes on the top.
I had 2. Yeah, you got it. 11.
No, it's not. Okay.
Alright, did Tim win then?
It looks like a win for Tim.
Okay.
I think. I want to say it is. I didn't see 2,
Looking-
4. Hold on, wait. 2, 4, 6 versus 3, 6, 7, 8. I think George won that one. I didn't get to see what the flips were.
Oh, okay.
5 for snaps exchange.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah. So they just caught on about the staff. Should have been extra cost.
Ooh. I see.
That's why I was like, did he name something else on the mimics? Because it's kind of hard for us to tell at the moment.
Right. Well, presumably
Player
they've
needs a judge.
called the judge over.
It's been a long night.
All right. In the meantime, another game in the Tempest Pink White Mirror. Cheese is up on Kevin. 1-0.
Staff, assault resources.
Okay. How long ago did this happen?
It was the beginning of this turn.
It was the beginning of this term?
Yeah.
Okay. What has taken place since then?
DFO.
She's coming through in the clutch games, apparently. At least so far.
With the problems, right?
Yep.
Yeah, just with the problems.
He's getting it together.
That's for red.
Okay.
It'd be an impressive tournament for him if he was down 2-3 in Swiss and came back to win it.
So, here's what I'm going to say.
He's got another 7 games to go at least, so we'll see what happens.
Game 1. Okay? Remember that you must pay the appropriate cost for actions you take or cards you play. You have a procedural error. You have to deal with this. Okay? Because that was a beneficial ability for you, and there's already been information exchanged since then. I can't reverse it.
Yeah, it's
Okay?
yep.
Official game warning, I think.
Anyway, all that happened.
Yep.
So,
Play continues.
shifting this process.
Yes.
But game warning. Don't do that again.
Alright, day shift triggers. Seems good.
So he's gonna have what, 6 AT at the start of the turn?
2 plus 4 is 6. That's correct.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about, well, if he's got a school shutdown.
Ooh, that would be a pretty good play.
Then
Yeah, but
you have a persistent effect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unicorn tokens he gets off of that?
um,
Yeah, 5 unicorn tokens, plus, of course, clears out the opponent's stuff.
And that's 2 Twilight Rarities,
Mhm.
1 Discord.
Notably, Fluttershy, given that she's a monocolor deck, doesn't at least worry about wreck if she gets school shut down.
Nope. I think that's also a misfire.
Ah, well, if you need more of that unicorn token, Werefrog, Sim gives it out at basically all the events that they manage. So I'm sure they'll also maybe mail you a box of them if you pay them or something.
Ask nicely. Looks like potentially looking at Twilight Rarity to bring back Mimics.
Mhm. That's good.
Come on, drop a Raptor Razor. I want to see it.
I guess.
Raptor Razor, yeah. I mean, as you said, against Mimics, it's a fine play. If George is short in AT, he's got an entrance exam out. Can always tap Tempest.
Is there another Troublemaker in this discard pile? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. That was the Mimics he got off of his Tempest flip, and hasn't done anything else since then.
He could play Discord on pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then remove the Discord to draw a card. And you'll get 2 unicorns.
This is true. One for the banish, one for Discord leaving play.
Because if you do it on Starlight, I'm pretty sure that play is practically free.
It is literally free.
Going for the move. Okay.
That problem is 2 plus 4, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay, so he's one power short there right now.
No, but I was Viper. I mean, yes. I wouldn't be a
Barrel to white or pink or needs pink. Oh yeah, pink for Discord, I guess.
Yeah, he needs a little extra because I think Discord is 3.
Yeah, he is. Looks like he is discording the bodyguard.
Okay. 1 hour remaining. 1 hour remaining.
Oh, wow.
10 minutes.
1 hour remaining.
Yeah. Sketch. Do me a favor. Try to keep any cards in your discard piles somewhere on the playmat so they're visible. Anything outside of these blue lines is not visible. Okay.
Slightly
Get your banish pile.
inaccurate, but yes, that is excellent.
There we go.
Yep, that's fine.
More convenient notation there.
Just didn't want to accidentally like move it and then be like, oh, it's there.
Flip it over, Sketch.
Discard. Yeah.
Flip it over, offset it somehow. Yeah.
Token generated.
think the notation in Leaders and Legends is going to get really weird because there's going to be so many cards changing controllers.
A starter like them for an action.
As long as you have different sleeves, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal.
Indeed.
I guess so. I mean, like, I play a bunch of resources on my friends and then give control of them to you.
At that point, you can just orient them in.
Right, yeah, just like turn them around or something, I guess, yeah. Alrighty.
Yes, it may be a little confusing, but there are ways to make it like actually work.
Updates from the other side. We have David Pinkston over TJ in the blue and yellow mirror.
2-1.
To take control of the mix.
Whoa.
Yes, until the end of the turn.
It's not very often I see that mode being used, but there we go.
Your friends always there? Okay, makes sense. Shooting for the DFO then?
Moving to score phase.
Does he not have it right here? Oh, he got a Yona out too.
And Yona will...
Ultra annoying, but then again, the bodyguards aren't even on the field.
Is it true? Yeah. Yona bounces Starlight, presumably. Well, that's the only target, I'm pretty sure.
She bounces back into your hand. Front there.
Yeah.
Ready? 1-2 face off.
Well, I get them prepared at least for the unicorns. So there's that.
Come on, Tim, you can do this. You can do this.
He's in a pretty good spot right
Even
now.
Flip.
No, that's an unsatisfactory work.
Is
Flip.
that satisfactory work? That
Yeah.
looked, sorry, that looked like a Beavers to me. His hand was over it.
And, yeah, nothing much I can do. You got it.
Alrighty.
Boom.
One more point.
Having the actual unsatisfactory work right now would have been really nice.
Absolutely, yeah. But even so,
So was that bodyguard the flip?
probably. I believe
Yeah,
you
there
just
we go.
realized
There we
that,
go.
yeah.
The slight pause.
Same problem for me too.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah. Tim has a day shift, right? Yes, here we go.
Yes, he does. You got another one, man.
Fluttershy? Yeah, Fluttershy. Don't want to move Yona because she's swift anyway. Alrighty. Well, that takes Tim up to 12 points to George's 5.
And George isn't swimming in AT like well, okay, now he is, but that's just the start of the turn. But he's not swimming in an extra AT like he normally would be with this deck.
Yeah. It means Fluttershy is within striking distance, which is exactly where she wants to be.
Yeah, so George needs just to drop a Trollmaker like as soon as possible.
Oh, no.
Preferably via Twilight.
So I'm not going to take
Twilight and Rarity.
if I am wrong, so.
Well,
I think we can earn not my favor this round.
Other option being just hold the belly flop back and drop a Trollmaker the regular way.
Does he have any in his hand?
Well, he's got... No, I don't think so. He has Twilight and Pinky, which I don't think helps him that much.
Yeah. Unless...
Well, you can get rid of Lacking Lesson Plan.
I mean, you could potentially find something harder to confront in your problem deck if one exists in there.
Yeah, and he needs... He actually really does kind of need to get rid of Lacking Lesson Plans. What I might try would be something like to make it so that if he confronts it, he has to have a face-off. And ideally, you've got like some unicorns over there just to give you that extra AT to set up for next turns. I think that's a Starlight.
It is, yeah.
You know, it's the one. Yeah, it's the one that went back to his hand.
Starting to get kind of worried.
Might crack it for the card. Get the. Yeah.
Card.
Okay. Bodyguard goes to the problem. Yep.
That's another Twilight and Pinky.
Um,
Is that the same? Yeah, it's the same. That's the same one. No, that's he's
Nah,
got two.
he has two of them now. Yeah.
And a belly flop. All right, so he's kind of safe for a little bit.
Yeah. That belly flop should be enough to prevent Tim from doubling.
We'll see if Tim is recognizes that he could just eat it and then just pile on one problem.
Mhm.
Okay. No. Yes. No.
Well, it's out.
whatever. Just replace that problem.
Sure. I mean, there's still going to be a day shift trigger, so. Walking lesson plans. Does he realize? Apparently, they missed his day shift
Yeah,
trigger.
there is a day shift trigger.
I believe day shift is a May, so that is not something we will call the judge over.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't want that for okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Well, sometimes you get a bit lucky, I guess.
Yeah, it's trouble. Yeah, I can actually.
Well, you've been playing this game all day, so
Yeah, not surprising at all.
I have enough for this.
Violet and Rarity. Gonna be that same Mimics again.
That makes more sense. Okay.
hold on. How much rec is Twilight and Pinky?
It is 4.
Does he have 4
Oh,
pink?
good point. Since he's not in transitions, I do not see it.
I think I'll just.
Okay.
No, actually, so. Okay. 7 points to HE left.
How does do you see 4 pink anywhere?
Let me see here.
Is that fire friendship actually out? No, that
No,
was,
that's banished. Yeah, and it's definitely 4 rec.
What was the last action that was taken? What was the last action that was taken this turn?
Confronting.
Okay.
Confronting scoring.
Did you play bait and switch?
Yes, this last turn.
Okay. Where did you get your pink reply?
Barrel.
From Singing Barrel?
Oh,
Okay.
same barrel.
Just missed that. That's fine.
Fair enough.
And I already had bodyguards initially too.
Yep,
That's cool.
problem solved. Or rather, no problem at all.
You guys are going to continue.
That's why I specifically did that because I was like, wait, I heard
All right, so
Pays to be safe, you know.
talk to my AC.
That's fine.
We also have been doing this all day.
And that was
Well, sometimes with sometimes the speed when people play card games, if you look away for a little bit, it's kind of easy to miss something that you put on into the battlefield or put into play and then return it to your hand.
you are confronting.
So kind of it looks like if you looked away for a few seconds, it looks like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to clearly not look away at the same time.
All right.
All right, got that other day shift up.
Ooh. He's got an easy single confront.
Ideally, he wants to actually win the face-off. Whether or not that is actually possible, he doesn't have anything to hit with Yona, I think, right? Everything's 2 or less.
What's bait and switch's power? It's 3, isn't it?
Is it 3? Well, but you don't want to put Bane Switch back into his hand.
Yeah, it is 3, but as you said, you probably don't want to hit that.
So you got your action point back.
Yep.
Might want to save the 4, take another crack at him in a turn or so.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to score phase.
Would you consider perhaps using an AT for the staff face-off?
11 for my 9.
Yeah, I would consider that. Because you'll end up with 8 AT for the next turn, and I'm not sure what you could not do with 8 AT. That's a lot of AT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, George wants to win the face-off here.
Yeah.
I believe the face-off has gone through.
Immediate responses?
Nope.
Unless you have. Oh, you don't have to.
Nope.
Yeah, you really wanted to just get rid of the bodyguards, so he doesn't get even more.
Sorry, did he not confront?
Live action token.
No, he did not.
6 plus.
Did he not?
Oh, eccentric on bait and switch.
Yes.
That's why.
Why, like, there's so many of these cards that just happen to have other abilities. And you don't. Looks like another Discord.
Well, yeah. Discord on bait and switch. We've seen that before. It's a fine play.
Wow, where are you in this entire game? I haven't used you a long time ago. Yeah, I'm not pink and I'm not purple.
So yeah, definitely would attempt to staff Sicanus on the bodyguards.
Mhm. Is George on 7 points?
I think so.
Okay, I had that wrong on the overlay.
He might be at. It's kind of hard to tell from the scorecard. He might be at 8, 7 or 8. I think
Yeah,
it's
7 or 8. Looks like 7.
But he just dropped a Selena Blue. Is that Selena Blue?
That's Selena, yes.
Yep.
Total eccentric 4.
So that was the first one this game.
That's true.
So now he's really rolling in it.
Deck is starting to click. He's still got an uphill hill decline.
Yeah, well, he's very, very close to the finish line. But it's starting to look a little more hilly than he expected. He's at 7.
Still have enough power to confront, so I'll just do that.
And no response.
Your move.
Because if you hit the staff, could be on bodyguards, but then he just belly flop before the face-off is over.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much he can do. And now that's eccentric 4 at that problem is just massive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And of course, even if you are going to confront, well, okay, yeah. So he discarded the bait and switch. So that eccentric technically isn't there, but there's a bait and switch that comes in immediate speed if you're ever going to confront that problem.
Yeah. So really, no problem is really confrontable at this moment.
Yeah. I think it's confrontable until you try to confront something.
I think he should drop the Celestia. Just put in day shift.
Sorry, you mean Raptor Racer?
Either or. Oh no, he's got a second one. I thought there's another one in his hand. Raptor Razor is fine too. It's all good. As long as you remember to hit the day shift trigger afterwards.
If Discord is frightened,
Technically leaves play.
it doesn't leave play. I believe the card.
Question about what happens if Discord gets frightened. I believe the card is banished forever.
The card
right?
is gone forever.
Yeah.
If you wanted to ask Grandpa, it's right there.
I believe it's gone forever.
It's frightened. What happens to his banished card?
Yep.
It's a reasonable try.
Yep. Well, this turn is somewhat crucial. If he doesn't actually score here, I would say that he's would be very disadvantaged at that point.
Glad this is immediate, though, so I'm just gonna like.
Yeah. He's just gonna
That right there.
put the bait and switch back into play anyway, which makes sense.
Yep.
Draw a card. And
Where is that?
it no longer exists. So wait. Yeah. No longer exists. What does that mean?
Okay, chooses not to replace a problem.
Correct.
Looks like.
Switch desk, grab
You can choose not to do that.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, the face-off still.
Here's what happened.
I went
Wait.
to
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the face-off goes ahead, right?
face off. He immediate ended.
Depends on when the Discord happened.
Get this.
I mean, he had exhausted the staff, so the face-off had started.
There is still a face-off that takes place.
Yes.
Your main versus nothing. And you each flip a card, and there are no
Yes.
consequences winning or losing.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. No consequences. So meh.
Well, aside
So
from
you
but,
did just targeted Discord?
I guess.
yes.
Like
Okay.
Brian did that.
Aside from potential chaos triggers, there are no consequences.
And now there's no eccentric on there.
There's Slate.
Oh, Slate is still there. Okay.
Yeah, you make pop the Discord earlier.
Mhm.
That's fine.
And he did remove the eccentric. It went over to distracted lead actress instead. Plenty of AT to just go ham on that problem.
Is he doing it?
Like brushy.
Okay.
Angel.
Oh,
And move to score phase. And pump for power that way.
Alrighty, so that is 6, 8, 10, 12 power.
What happens?
Yep.
Get prepared.
Okay, confront. Some prepared.
Well, I've got only 9 total. What do you have?
looks like 2, 4, 5, 6, 8
Let's flourish it. Okay. So,
versus more than 8.
Did George win that?
scissors.
He definitely gave himself a point.
I mean, that was a pretty low flip.
Yeah.
There's that. Just stick those there.
Okay. Takes Tim up to 13 now.
Okay.
He's getting there. And with those 2 day ships in play, he's set up and ready to go. Again.
4, 5.
Is that a hysterical recreation that came in? I think.
Should be power.
On whose side? Oh, over there. Yeah, I think so. It's looks like it.
Yeah. 3 plus 3, 8.
Oh, you hit the school shut down. Do it.
Ooh. Seems pretty good.
Yeah, but you also got mismade, so we'll. Mm.
Okay, hysterical is 4 plus 2, 8.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, I see.
School shutdown's not a bad play. You're now looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 unicorns.
Reaction tokens to play this thing.
He's gonna misman it instead.
Grab this square back.
You can do both.
Yeah, that works, I suppose.
Like a card.
Yeah, it looks like George at 10.
It's tempting as my Meadowbrook is to get again.
No, he's going to discord.
Yeah, you just do it again. Just do
Doing
it
the switch again, yep. Another unicorn.
That means he has to fight it again.
And I play Emus Future to banish your staff.
Ooh,
And
got
chooses
it.
the stick. There you go.
So now the problem is That's like 1 and a little bit of mismains per turn.
That is banish pile on Tim's side, not discard pile. Minor thing, but
I don't think you can get it back anyways.
well, mismain.
I got a score phase.
I don't think you would.
He wouldn't.
3. This is all under.
Yep.
But it is important to know, yes.
11 plus.
Goodbye, unicorns.
Yeah, that should be good. Plus those.
Did something just enter your Discord pile or your Vanish pile that should have entered the other one?
I just heard him say Discord pal. Hehehe.
No, this is the.
That's the Vanish pile?
That's the management.
No, we're talking about Tim's side,
It's
not
the staff.
George's. Yeah.
Or Luna banishes, right?
Oh, that's your.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you.
That's it. Okay, so. Anyway.
All right, Tim, what do you got?
Come with 11, your move.
Well, he's got 10 AT.
My bro needs a misman.
Played Continentals before?
Yeah.
He,
I think he just
he
drew
just, well, Meadowbrook, but yes.
one. Sorry, Meadowbrook, not misman. My bad.
2 at Gen Con, 2 here.
I've only had.
Meadowbrook's pretty good.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
I should have remembered this from last year.
Allows him to confront one problem regardless. He just lines up to confront both, and then, well, one of them gets bait and switched.
Well,
But
he is floating 1, so there's like so many things like you just run into. So you guys gotta be very careful about this.
Move 3.
well, he's going to start it off.
So
Or no.
first.
He's also gonna need like a
There's no center.
unsatisfactory work.
hmm
Because he needs to remember that the Discord is still there.
Well, that can only stop him from confronting one problem.
That one turn can be very crucial.
He's got a dilemma in play and 2 day shifts, so it's possible he could triple confront, actually.
He's got to work out the math very carefully though,
Yeah,
because I have to assume that Mimics is still on resources.
true.
I think it's
3. Mage Meadowbrook.
Meadowbrook first. That means he's not intending on playing Raptor Razor this turn.
he could.
That's a managed pile.
1.
That's really.
Luna up.
Okay, Swift Siona.
If he doesn't win this, if he goes for a DFO and actually doesn't win, I think he just straight loses the
yeah,
game.
that may be true, yeah. Yeah, because
A
all
lot of extra AT. To
all
be
that
given
extra
away.
AT with Mistbanes, yeah.
But well, we'll see what George allows him to do.
Moving to confront.
Yeah, to your question, Werefrog, it is, well, I believe it's
Pop it.
Confronting there.
yeah. If a problem enters play during the score phase, is there a confront step at it?
Starring Discord.
Your question, Pages.
Putting that right
Bro, how would I know?
here's places that and Metro.
I think the answer
there's
is
a continuous check.
okay.
So then confronting here.
Oh, 2 day shifts
My
trigger,
dude.
Tim.
My dude, day shift triggers.
No responding.
Got, I don't have any responses. This has eccentric. So for you have enough.
So face off.
So
Oh god.
reaction tokens.
Oh man.
It looks like he forgot about him.
No.
My day shifts fired when you were on the game.
Oh, no.
Not that things do much.
All right. What a nice.
All right, there we go.
So,
All right, face off.
5.
Oh, 5-5.
Then 35. Okay. 13 total.
9, 14 total.
All right, Tim's up by 1.
No response.
No, I have big bet.
This is a game for him if he wins.
Really? Yeah.
11. You cannot. 16. Yep.
Is this not a single problem face-off?
Yeah, Fluttershy
Oh.
replaced the things.
Yes, it's just this round.
It's
Yeah.
you still got
I believe you're at 12 power. I believe you're at 13.
15, so.
13. Oh, you're only at 12?
Yeah, oh, your game.
Oh, you were counting. Oh,
Oh, okay. So it's George by 1.
point.
That moved it. I'm going to go back to your game. That's the problem.
I don't blame you. It's a good card.
Alrighty. He's 4 points away. Miss Main to win?
I think so, yeah.
You okay with it?
Dang.
Would the face-off have happened if he had used Yona and dumped something back into his hand?
Let's see. Bait and switch. It might not have, actually.
Okay, so necessary.
Okay. Well, I've had to
What was the problem? It was distracted lead actress.
Yep.
Wait. Does he have like a staff or anything?
There are no staffs.
So bait and switch couldn't have contributed power to distracted lead actress because it's his highest power character.
Yeah.
Was he still confronting?
2 action tokens. Grab this one back. Put it back in my hand. Fill top 3 cards for decks.
Yes, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was still confronting. Okay.
Draw.
It's not the it's not the biggest problem.
Yeah. Alright. And as you say.
Alright, here we go. Just run him through the Ferris wheel, washing machine, whatever you want to call it.
That goes there. And my token goes there. And
He doesn't have enough AT to just go all the way.
I'll be it's close.
I don't suppose you want a card.
Nope.
I don't suppose you want a card. Don't forget, always there are some times when it's beneficial for you to do that. For example, if you want to just totally blow them out with a removal spell
Mhm.
card.
Second Miss Main to 13.
So the interesting thing is, Tim moved enough over to concerning Q mark. I believe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Such that a face-off will happen.
Yes.
Nope.
Which means that if George confronts and wins the face-off, he does still win.
I believe it's okay. Yeah, that's it. No, it's fine. Because he missed me into 14.
That was close.
The last one was
Congratulations,
too, so.
George. We're both in top 8 now.
I don't want to be.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
I
You
made
should
so
have
much-
won. It's your own.
So win for George
my
then.
own fault. I
Yep,
made so many
that's right.
Thanks.
Well done on making it to top 16.
It is 9:20 p.m.
Okay.
at the con. So this has technically been going on for almost 12 hours with